If you look at the former president, inaantok, baka mamaya makatulog, Mr. Chair.
So ganun na muna. In the meantime, my dear colleagues, ganun, we issue a subpoena to all those in the original list of invitees na hindi pumunta ngayon, or even those with excuse letters, subpoena ang susunod na issue. Okay.
We will comply, Your Honor.
So at this point, at this point, we will ask the committee secretary now to acknowledge and make of record the resource persons and/or witnesses present this morning, and afterwards to immediately administer the oath to all of them. Committee secretary, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The following resource persons or witnesses are present. Former President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Former Senator Leila de Lima. Former Chairman of Dangerous Drugs Board, Catalino Cui. Chief of Hospital, DOH Drug Abuse Treatment and Rehabilitation Centers, Dr. Jose Liabres. From DSWD, Kevin Bumagat. Chairperson of Commission on Human Rights, Attorney Richard Palpal Latok. Retired General Romeo Karamat Jr., Inspector General of Internal Affairs Service, Attorney Brigido de Jesus Dulay. Lieutenant Colonel Jovi Espinido. From Davao City Police Office, Colonel Lito Patay. From PNP Drug Enforcement Group, Colonel Hector Grijaldo. Also present is Major Emil Garcia. Former PNP Chiefs, Retired General Archie Francisco Gamboa, Retired General Debold Sinas, Retired General Vicente D. Danao, former PIDEA Director General Aaron Aquino, former Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson, Attorney Salvador Panelo, former Chairman of Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission, Mr. Greco Belhica, former Mayor of Iloilo City, Jed Patrick Mabilog, Chairman of Free Legal Assistance Group, Attorney Jose Chel Diokno, founder of Program Paghihilom, Father Flaviano Villanueva, widow of Joselito Gonzalez, Miss Cristina M. Gonzalez, representative of the parents of Kian Santos, Mr. Randy De Los Santos. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Can we proceed with the administration of the oath?
Mr. Chair,
wait a minute, please.
Before we administer the oath, may we know if Kerwin Espinosa was invited?
Sige, ganito muna. Let's administer the oath to all those present, and then let's now inventory who we invited and did not appear. Yung pang gawin natin. Sige.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please administer the oath.
Kindly stand up to all our resource persons. Kindly raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? For the record, Mr. Chair, everyone answered in affirmative.
Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Okay, Committee Secretary, may mga tanong din kami. Sino ang ating inimbitahan na hindi naman pumunta ngayong umaga?
We invited retired Colonel Royina Garma. She sent a request to allow her to avail of the granted medical leave furlough approved by the Honorable Quad Committee.
And next, sino pa?
Yes, we also invited Edilberto Leonardo, but currently he is infected with COVID-19. We also invited Gerardo Padilla, but we did not get any reply. Padilla, sir, former director of the Directorate for Reformation.
But he got our invitation. Is that confirmed?
Your Honor, there's no acknowledgement, but we sent our invitation.
Sige, so who's the, meron pa ba? Sino pa?
We also invited General Oscar Albayalde, former PNP Chief Guillermo Eleazar, and also General Leonardo Carlos. Kerwin Espinosa, sorry, Your Honor, we sent our letter, but no reply.
So with that, Mr. Chair, may I put on record that next hearing, these people should be required to attend.
Yes. Hindi pa yata tapos. Go
Yes.
ahead. Sino
We
pa?
also invited retired General La Peña and retired General Wilkins Villanueva. They promised to attend the next hearing, sir.
Are you sure you're comprehensive in your list?
Yes, sir.
Sino pa? Yan na.
Not yet, sir.
Ayan, not
We
yet.
also
Okay, go ahead.
invited Mr. Guban. However, he just received the letter today, and he is under the custody of House of Representatives. And then we also invited Mr. Kerwin Espinosa. Yes, but we cannot locate his address yet, so we will seek the help of PNP also. And that's it, sir.
Are you sure that's it?
Sir, we also invited Ermina Espino, but we cannot locate her address.
Wait, Mr. Chair, may I know
Yes.
the reason why Mr. Guban is not around?
He just received the letter today.
He just received the letter today.
Yes, Your Honor. We sent the letter to Quadcom of House of Representatives.
Mr. Chair, may I ask the COMSEC, how can you not locate Espinosa when he attended the hearing in the Quad Commission, Quad Committee?
Your Honor, we asked the Quadcom Committee Secretary for his address, but he did not reply.
Who did not reply?
The Quadcom Committee Secretary.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Senator Bato, yes.
Yeah, I would rather that next hearing we have to require their presence, Mr. Chair, because I can only surmise with their absence that they don't want their statements that they have given before the House of Representatives to be debunked before this body, Mr. Chair. Ayaw nilang lumabas ang katotohanan kapag ayaw nilang pumunta dito. So that's it. That's my only observation, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I
Senator
just would like
Estrada.
to amend the motion of Senator Bato that we issue a subpoena duces tecum against all those who were invited but did not attend in today's hearing.
A correction daw. Ma'am Espino is here?
Yes, sir.
Emina, so okay. So,
I'm sorry.
Subpoena ad
Basta-
testificandum. Yes, okay, ganito.
I'm sorry.
Okay, ganito gawin natin, okay? It has been manifested that Mr. Guban is under the custody of the House.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, they should have allowed him to attend. He has been requested by Senator Bato kasi to be
There is no
to be here.
reply.
So the two others under the custody of the House are sick. Isa with COVID-19, yung isa undergoing a previously scheduled important medical procedure or examination. So we understand, we are reasonable people. Doon lang ako nagtaka kay Mr. Jerry Guban, bakit hindi siya pwede if he's under the custody of the House. How come the House did not allow us to have him here before us, my colleagues? So anyway, at any rate, the remedy of this committee, as suggested by my colleagues, is the issuance of a subpoena to all
Subpoena ad
yes,
testificandum. I stand corrected, Mr. Chair.
yes. Siguro, and we appeal to the House that for those people that they know the address is off, share the address. Share the address of these people. And then, of course, the committee will also exert utmost efforts to find these people and get their addresses. So, ganun na muna. In the meantime, my dear colleagues, ganun, we issue a subpoena to all those in the original list of invitees
We will
na
comply,
hindi
Your Honor.
pumunta ngayon, o even those with excuse letters, subpoena ang susunod na issue. Okay?
We will comply, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I know what would be the next move that this body is going to take if after we have given them, issued them a subpoena, still, they will not be allowed by the House since the House is having custody over their living body. If they will not be allowed to attend before this hearing, what will we do?
I will coordinate with the House chairpersons. Actually, I talked to Chairman Ace Barbers and nabanggit din naman niya sa akin yung medical request of Colonel Garma. Kaya I had an idea na may conflict sa schedule. But si Jerry Guban, I'm surprised bakit hindi nila mapadala rito. So, but we will coordinate. Siguro doon na muna. Okay,
Thank
basta ang understanding natin dito, a subpoena will be issued to those who did not, who were invited, or even those who we failed to notify. Subpoena na tayo diretso para sa next hearing, hindi sayang ang panahon natin. Sino pang dumating? Yes, Ermina is here. Nasabi ko. Can we ask a committee secretary, kasi late dumating po si Ma'am, ano sir, complete Ermina Espino. Ma'am Ermina Espino, please, mag-o-taking po tayo. Sige, committee secretary, go ahead.
And Mr. Chair, may I move that in the next hearing, we include in the subpoena one attorney Enrico Rigor, from the anti-illegal drugs group of Camp Crami.
Please, committee secretary. Pero in fairness to Mr. Rigor, no, he was not invited for today's hearing. Pero diretso na tayo sa subpoena. Oh.
And also, Mr. Chair, another one to be invited is
Sino pa? Sige po. Pwede na submit in writing. Pwede naman submit in writing kasi especially kasi new names po yan sila. Okay.
I forget, I remember the name. Ronnie Dayan. Ronnie Dayan, the former driver of Senator De Lima, Mr. Chair.
Okay. We'll invite.
I don't know kung nakakulong. Basta, we have to.
We will find out the personal circumstances, the present personal circumstances of Mr. Dayan. Sige, can we know?
Thank you, Chair.
Before that, since this hearing will entail a lot of time, siguro pwede na i-coordinate ng ating committee na pakuha na ito si Guban dun sa House of Representatives kung pwede.
Suggestion of our Senate President Pro Tempore, let's exert effort to coordinate with the House. Basta dito pa morningan, so ang hearing natin, we have to observe some kind of a discipline, make good use of our time. We try to suspend our hearing by 3 or 4 p.m. this afternoon.
Mr. Chair.
Madam Chairman. Hey, can we finish with this Espino? Baka malimutan pa natin. Let's administer the oath to this one person, late arrival.
Yes, Ms. Ermina Espino, kindly raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
Senator Risa Ontiveros.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pwede rin po bang maimbita sa next hearing ang DOJ Secretary Remulla at yung current chief ng PNP IAS?
And Chief of PNP IAS, Attorney Dodo Dulay is here. And he's here. And ready siya. I think he's ready. He also took his oath.
Salamat, Chief. And then si Secretary Remulla na lamang po.
Secretary Remulla will be sent an invitation letter. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A while ago, you answered in the affirmative that we are now adopting the new rules. Perhaps, Mr. Chairman, to expedite the proceedings when we invite witnesses or resource persons, we should likewise ask for their sworn statements in advance.
Yes, we did, but some were not able to comply. So depende na yung mamaya if, given our liberality, we will allow them to give us the gist of what they know. Okay, so, okay, tapos na. Preliminary matters, tapos na po. So, given the nature of our committee, no, this is a subcommittee of the Blue Ribbon. So, the chair decides to hear first families or persons who claim to have been victims of this Philippine war on illegal drugs.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, victim families. Yes,
Mr. Chairman, would it be more prudent if, since we have the former president here, to give him the chance to have an opening statement?
Yes, he will. Once he's recognized, the former president can give his opening statement. But can we hear first? The nature of our subcommittee, ladies and gentlemen, this is a broom. Ano tawag mo doon? Blue ribbon. Blue ribbon. So this is about malfeasance, misfeasance, nonfeasance. Ano muna natin, let's introduce into our records first. What are the complaints, grievances, or observations or criticisms on the Philippine war on illegal drugs? Yun muna. And then we will now ask the former president as the president who declared the war on drugs to now to deliver his statement and his testimony, Mr. President. That's the idea, given the nature of our committee. That's it. So, but I forgot to acknowledge, of course, Senator Mark Villar is here and our Vice Chairman, designated ka na po, Senator Joel Villanueva, for this particular hearing only. Yes.
Yeah,
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
if I may.
Yes.
With all due respect, Mr. Chair, it has been a tradition during all committee hearings that we give courtesy to our resource persons to have their opening statement. So, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, I move that we give our resource persons their opportunity to give their opening statements, if they have any, Mr. Chair.
And Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Senator
if
Bato.
we add to the motion of Senator Jinggoy, if it is a motion, if you look at the former president, he's already sleepy, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman. So baka mamaya makatulog dito. Please, kung pwede, unahin natin siya. With all due respect, alam natin matanda na siya and inaantok. Baka mamaya makatulog, Mr. Chair. Baka pwedeng unahin natin siya. Thank you, Mr. Chair. For humanitarian consideration, Mr. Chair, yun lang sa akin.
Okay, so there's an appeal. So can I suspend so that we can come up with a consensus?